fluoxetine, paroxetine, SSRIs, positively plausible alibis. Why toil and trouble to poison an apple? Simply sprinkle digitalis in a bottle of Snapple. Prozac, Proseq, of course, penicillin. Prescription pharmaceuticals, such ideal villains. Wonderful witchcraft for wickets like me. Morantin and a cup of tea. No need to parboil an eye of newt. Why fire up a cauldron when digoxin will suit? Orgasmic OxyContin. Oxycodone exquisite. It's time to pay the pharmacy a visit. Just a few Vicodin won't stir suspicion. Substitution not permissible, says this physician. Suicide? No, not her, not ever. Pour in some Smirnoff. Make it look even better. Zoloft, Cymbalta, the depths of depression. Toss yourself off a bridge. That'll teach him a lesson. Fluoxetine, paroxetine, amoxicillin, prescription medications. Such lovely villains. Pharmaceutical additives to activate the hex. Just wait and see what a scorned witch will do next.
Dress, Sylvie. Oh, you're sure to make a lovely bride.
I'm very honored you asked me to be one of your bridesmaids, Sylvie.
So am I. I feel like a girl again.
Well, who else would I ask? I mean, you two are my dearest, dearest friends. Well, and of course, Mabel, too.
Oh, wouldn't Mabel have rather been your maid of honor, Sylvie?
Well, I did think about asking her, but I actually think she's better suited for what she's going to do, don't you?
I see your point. After all those years of matchmaking, this will surely be Mabel's defining moment of glory.
But Mabel did introduce Sylvie to Eugene. Sylvie met Eugene when she went to Israel to see Barry and Rachel get married, you remember?
I do, I sure do. Eugene seemed to have magically appeared just after Sylvie came back from Barry's wedding in Israel last year. In fact, didn't he follow you home?
Well, not exactly.
You've been quite the couple ever since.
Oh, it is a shame that Barry can't come to your wedding, Sylvie.
Oh, I know. But it really is more important that he stay home with Rachel. You know, that baby's due any day now. And then can you believe that I'll have my very first great-grandchild?
Mazel tov, Sylvie, how wonderful for you.
And what a great excuse for another trip to Israel with your new husband.
Well, you know, we are planning on going there this summer. Or maybe even this winter if I can't wait that long. Thelma, Mabel didn't tell you that she was disappointed that I didn't ask her to be my maid of honor, did she?
Are you kidding? For a yenta like Mabel, this is the absolute golden ring.
Oh, good. I thought so too. That's why I asked her to officiate.
On second thought, Sylvie, you might be sorry you asked me to be one of your bridesmaids. Watching you and Eugene exchange vows, I'm just going to cry through the whole thing. I don't care if it is just a commitment ceremony and not a real wedding. It's so romantic.
Oh, there. Now, you dry your eyes or you're going to get all blotchy and everyone will think you've been eating clams again.
Thank you. Sylvie, I'm going to miss you so much.
Oh, honey, we're only going to Niagara Falls for 1 week, and then we come right back home. There is no need for tears, so here, blow.
I can't help it. It's so romantic. It's just like a Lifetime television movie.
Or a Jasmine Johansson senior romance novel. Mysterious, handsome, gray-haired stranger meets retired school teacher widow while she's out of the country attending her grandson's wedding in Israel.
Then the mysterious, handsome, gray-haired stranger follows the old school teacher home to New Jersey.
But the school teacher widow doesn't want anything to do with the handsome gray-haired mystery man, and she hands him his walking papers.
Then the magical mystery man refuses to leave her. So the old school mom realizes she can't live without the one person
Who, other than her dear departed husband, is likely to be the greatest love of her life. She begs him to stay in Margate, New Jersey with her, and they live happily ever after.
Oh, it's even better than a Jasmine Johansson senior romance novel. Sylvie and Eugene's love story is so romantic.
You know, Fanny, with all of your crying, I'd almost think you were going through menopause. Oh, you did remember to take your pill today, didn't you?
I forgot.
I thought so.
Oh, well, that explains it, dear. Come on, we're going to go upstairs and you take your medicine because we wanted to have time to kick in before the ceremony starts.
Take two. I get the feeling you could use a double.
All right. But don't start the ceremony without me.
Oh, you know we won't.
Oh, poor Fanny. She's been such a mess ever since Herman's, mishap. It was her idea,
Oh, well, poor Herman, but I didn't have the heart to ask Fanny if Herman's up to coming to the ceremony. I mean, she's been so out of sorts as it is.
I think she feels guilty.
Oh, well, I understand that. We Jewish women, we have mastered the art of guilt. But what I don't understand, though, is why they waited so long to get help.
Well, Herman was embarrassed to speak up. I mean, Mabel being his cousin, and then Fanny being one of Mabel's best friends and everything.
Except for Mabel's the one that introduced them. You remember it was at last summer's senior social. Well, geez, they've been practically inseparable ever since.
Mabel told me that Herman and Fanny spent the afternoon frolicking in the proverbial haystack. The entire afternoon. Who would have thought old Herman had it in him?
Well, Herman did used to be a Marine.
That was 50 years ago.
Yeah, well, so what happened next?
Well, they got carried away, I guess, and were running late to meet Mabel for dinner in Atlantic City. By then, Herman suspected that he had a bit of a problem, but he tried to ignore it.
Oh, just like a man, ignore a problem until it goes away.
Not this time. Herman's problem kept growing and growing. Herman told Fanny that he didn't feel so hot and wanted to stay in for the evening.
Well, then how'd they end up over at the casino?
Well, Fanny tried to get a hold of Mabel to tell her to take the jitney home, but Mabel had just won a penny jackpot and her machine was ringing and she didn't hear her song.
That Mabel is so lucky. She is always hitting on those pennies.
So, since Fanny doesn't drive at night, Herman ignored his growing concern. Oh, these are driving the flowers. Oh, it's just perfect. I love it. It's not just perfect. So anyway, then they got themselves over to meet Mabel at the Tropicana.
Well, but wait, why does Fanny feel guilty?
Well, Fanny's the one who got the prescription filled the day before, and it was the first time Herman took the pills, and he doesn't watch a lot of TV, so he hadn't seen all the commercials, so he didn't know about the 4-hour warning.
Oh, jeez, I guess he knows now.
I'd say he does. So they get themselves over to the Trop, and they look around for Mabel, and don't you know, Herman puts $5 in a triple lucky machine, and doesn't he hit a jackpot?
Why is it that everybody's always hitting on that triple lucky except for me?
Well, Well, you have to play to win, Zoe.
Well, that's true.
Anyway, Herman was so excited about his jackpot that he forgot he was excited about the other thing.
Oh, my.
By the time they caught up with Mabel at the buffet, Herman discovered that he could not sit down for dinner because he was so up, if you get my drift. Okay, so Herman tells Fanny. And then Fanny tells Mabel, and Mabel asks the waitress to call for an ambulance because by this time Herman is in such distress that he can't even walk to the parking lot to drive to the hospital.
So that's when the ambulance came.
Yes. So the paramedics put Herman on a stretcher and they're starting to check him out, and a crowd is gathering around. People thinking that maybe he had a heart attack or a stroke. Until one of the paramedics radios the hospital. We got it under control, Charlie. Just another old geezer with a poker pecker from overdoing it with the diddle drugs. 10-4.
Oh, how shameful. I hope he was reprimanded.
The crowd went wild. Way to go, Pops. Hope she was worth it. Woody Shark Sailor. That kind of thing.
Oh, that's so humiliating. Poor Herman.
Herman vowed never to show his face in Atlantic City again.
Oh, well, that might actually be a good thing. I mean, with him on a fixed income and all.
Anyhow, that's why Fanny feels guilty. She filled his prescription.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I'm back. Oh, good. Just in time for a couple of pictures. Are you feeling better? I guess so. Oh, I was a little worried about you. Oh, and Herman, it's so nice to see you up and about. I mean, how are you feeling?
I'm much better now. Thank you for asking. So, Sylvie, today's your big day.
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
Yeah. Oh, I'm nervous and excited. I almost feel like a schoolgirl. I can't believe I'm getting married again. Well, even if it is just a low commitment ceremony. Herman, would you do the honors? Come on, girls.
Eugene is one lucky son of a gun for letting a gal like you, Sylvie.
Oh,
Hey! And I'm a lucky duck myself to have you as my gal, Fanny.
that's more like it.
All right, ladies, get ready. Say cheese on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, take it easy, will you?
Sylvie, good. You're still here. I have to talk to you.
My goodness, Mabel, where else would I be? I'm just about to go downstairs to the courtyard and get married.
Sylvia, I need to talk to you alone. I have information.
Mabel, all right, calm down. What is it? What's wrong? Wait, didn't the caterer show up?
They're here, setting up. You better get a move on before they run out of the Clams Casino.
Well, then what is it, Mabel? What's wrong?
Look, I need to speak with Sylvia in private. Go wait outside for a minute.
Is the old bar open yet?
Herman, you shouldn't be drinking. You know, it's your problem and all. Remember what the doctor said. Go on now. Go wait by the pool.
All right. Come on, Fanny.
No. Mabel, we're staying right here. If you have information, you have to tell all of us at the same time. Those are the rules.
Yes, Mabel, those are the rules.
You and your rules. This time it's different. This information is just for Sylvie.
Herman, this is girl stuff. Go on downstairs. I'll meet you on the veranda. Say we have Clams Casino.
Fanny, no clams. Remember your highs last time?
Right. Herman, save me a shrimp roll bit.
Okay. You think it'll be all right if I just have one drink while I'm waiting?
Remember what the doctor said. Have a V8 without the vodka.
All right.
All right, Mabel, enough's enough. Sylvie's getting married in 10 minutes. What's going on?
It's Eugene, isn't it? Oh, God, Mabel, something's happened to Eugene. Tell me, is he all right?
I think you should sit down.
Oh, boy. Here it comes. I knew Eugene was too good to be true.
So I was just going over my notes for the ceremony. Thank you, by the way, for asking me to officiate. It is quite an honor for a Yenta to get to play rabbi for the day.
Mabel, what's happening?
So I was on the veranda, supervising the caterers, going over my notes. The hors d'oeuvres are salmon pate. Okay. So I was on the veranda, just minding my own business and keeping an eye on Evelyn Greenbaum. Dressed to the nines she is, and already knocking back vodka martinis like it's...
Evelyn's back from rehab.
Yes, yesterday. Not that it did her much good, though, because she's going to be completely schnockered in another 10 minutes.
Mabel, get to the point, please.
Okay, so there I was, just minding my own.
We know that already. You were minding your business. Then what?
Well, then out of the corner of my eye, I see Eugene on the other side of the garden.
Okay, he's all right then.
Well, I didn't want to stare, but he was talking to the new neighbor.
We have a new neighbor?
Yeah, you know, the buxom redhead that moved into 204.
Oh, I heard that they sold old Mr. Silverstein's place. Boy, was that place a wreck. I haven't met the new neighbor yet, though. Have you, Thelma?
Oh, no, but Gloria Lichtenstein did. And Gloria told me that the new neighbor must have had a lot of work done. You have to be AARP eligible to buy in this building, and Gloria said she didn't look a day over 30. Gloria said she had big, dark sunglasses and a black see-through cover-up, which apparently wasn't covering up very much. And neither was the skimpy black bikini she had underneath.
So Eugene was talking to the new neighbor. So what?
Well, it sounded to me like they were arguing.
Arguing? About what?
That's just the thing, Sylvie. It sounded to me like they were having a lover's quarrel.
Oh, Mabel, that's absurd. Eugene and I are getting married today. He doesn't have a lover. Besides Sylvie, that is.
Well, I heard Eugene say, Bella, that was a long time ago. You must leave me alone once and for all. I have a new life now.
Her name is Bella.
Maybe this is Eugene's ex-wife. Did Eugene tell you he has an ex-wife, Sylvie?
No, Eugene has never been married.
That's what you think. Maybe they never got divorced. Maybe they're still married. Oh, you could be engaged to a bigamist, Sylvie, now.
Oh, no. Mabel, if you were on the veranda, how could you have heard them talking from all the way across the garden? Did you have your hearing aid turned up to high?
Well, I got a feeling that something wasn't kosher in the proverbial kitchen. So I snuck around the side of the building to get up closer so I could hear what was going on.
Shame on you, Mabel. You know it's impolite to eavesdrop.
Oh, phooey. What else did you hear?
Then I heard Bella, the mystery woman, tell Eugene that if she couldn't have him, then nobody else could either. That she knows all of his secrets, and that if he gets married to another woman...
Secrets? Sylvie, does Eugene have secrets?
Oh, Fanny, have you ever known a man that doesn't have secrets?
Herman doesn't.
If you say so.
What did she say she'll do, Mabel?
Well, I'm not sure. You know, Mr. Wiseman was coming off the beach with his German Shepherd just as the siren went off at the fire station across the street, and the dog started to howl. I think that siren hurts its ears. And I couldn't catch what else she said, but it sounded
Like what? What did it sound like?
well, now the dog was howling and the siren was blaring, but you know, it sounded like she said if Eugene got married to anybody but her, then she was gonna...
What already?
I know this is gonna sound crazy.
What did she say?
Well, it sounded like she said she was gonna cast a spell and have a hex put on them.
Oh.
Hex? Yes, a hex.
But I don't know.
On Eugene and Sylvie.
Oh, Mabel, I think that maybe you're the one that's been knocking back the vodka martinis. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Are you sure she said hex? She didn't say sex.
Well, you know, I suppose it's possible. that she said kiss and tell about the sex with them rather than cast a spell and put a hex on them. That dog was really howling. I was trying to read lips.
That explains it then. The new neighbor must be a call girl, and Eugene must be one of her clients.
Yeah, she must be blackmailing him. That must be his secret that she threatened to expose.
I don't believe it. Eugene would never patronize a call girl.
Oh, wake up and smell the pickled herring, Sylvie.
No, not Eugene. That is not possible.
Just our luck. We have a jealous, psychotic prostitute and a neighbor. Isn't there enough dysfunctional people living in this neighborhood already?
Then she...
What?
She kissed Eugene.
No.
Where? Right there, right in the garden.
The lips?
Of course, on the lips. She grabbed him by the lapels of his tuxedo and she kissed him on the lips. By the way, Sylvie, Eugene looks so handsome today. Didn't he bring that text assignment?
Did he kiss her back?
Well, I did hear Eugene say, Bella, you need to go back to your apartment, and he promised to meet her there as soon as he told Sylvie that the wedding was off. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sylvie.
But Mabel, Eugene hasn't been here. He never came to tell me that the wedding is off.
That must be him now. Right on time.
Oh, boy, this should be interesting.
What am I gonna do?
Answer the door.
I can't. This isn't happening. I'm supposed to be getting married in 5 minutes.
I'll get it then. I'll get it. Oh.
Oh, Herman, thank God we thought you were Eugene.
Herman, what are you doing here? I told you I'd meet you downstairs.
I know, Fanny. And I was at the bar, and I was just going to have a V8, I swear. And Eugene came over and asked me to give this to Sylvie. Here, Sylvie. I'm going back down to the bar and watch the ball game until the wedding starts.
All right, Herman. I'll see you later.
To Sylvia Goldberg, private and confidential.
Oh, some Prince Charming he turned out to be. He dumps you on your wedding day for a jealous prostitute. And he doesn't even have the good manners to tell you in person.
Aren't you going to open it, Sylvie?
I can't.
Give it to me. I'll open it.
It says private and confidential.
I won't tell a soul. May I?
I don't think.
You don't think that you can do it. It's okay. I'll do it for you. Ha! I was right. So there, Thelma. My hearing's not so bad. I'm not so crazy after all now, am I?
Mabel, what does it say? Why did Eugene write me a note?
Are you sure you want to hear this?
Yes. No. Oh, I don't know. Just read it already.
All right. I think you should sit down first. My dear Sylvie, I regret to inform you that I am not able to marry you today.
Mabel, stop reading. I don't want to hear anymore.
Wait, it gets better.
Oh, how did it possibly get worse?
The reason that I am unable to fulfill my commitment to you on what was to be the first day of the best of our lives
The first day of the best of our lives. That's so poetic. Eugene's such an eloquent writer, Sylvie.
Vanish.
Well, he does.
May I finish?
What's stopping you?
Is entirely the fault of the new resident who inhabits the second floor dwelling formerly occupied by the elder Silverstein, who embarked on his journey to the great ever after when he slipped in the bathtub on the eve of the winter solstice. Yeah, look at that.
I don't care if he is an eloquent writer. This is terrible, Sylvie. Jilting you on your wedding day and for a younger woman.
There, Fanny. The pills will kick in soon.
Quiet, Fanny. If you'll stop interrupting, I can get to the good part.
Oh, Mabel, this is a Dear Joan letter. There is no good part.
Quiet. Okay, despite our best efforts to conceal my true identity throughout our courtship, I am saddened to say that a vile vixen with whom I was acquainted many moons ago has located my whereabouts and has come to capture my affections by any means possible, including through her evil wickedness.
Mabel, wow, stop reading that note.
Wait, I'm almost finished. I can't stop now.
Sylvie, what does Eugene mean about conceal his true identity? Is he a fugitive? Have you been helping to hide him from the mob?
No, of course not. Mabel, I can't do this anymore. Give me that. No.
Hold your horses. I'm almost finished. You can have it. Stop. The reality is, Sylvie, that hell would surely freeze over before I would succumb to the imprudent folly of such a she-devil. It is because of this jealous sorceress I must leave you forthwith for your own safety, as she has vowed to put a hex on me and any other whose heart I won't dare. I told you, I am leaving town for your safety and protection. I encourage you to do the same. Your identity is unknown to her, Sylvie, but out of an abundance of caution, my love, I beseech you to leave Margate at once. And above all else, beware of the witch in 204.
The witch in 204?
Lovingly yours, Eugene.
No, I don't have a computer. Because I don't feel as though I need a computer. Listen, I've gotten along all these years without a computer, so... Yes, I do know you can make a reservation online if you have a computer, which I don't. So why can't I just tell you where I want to go, and then you make the reservation for me on your computer? Isn't that what you're there for? Yes, I want to go to Tel Aviv, Israel, as soon as possible. Yes, I will hold. Oh my God, whatever happened to customer service? These days it's like you need an advanced degree in computer science just to make a full flight reservation. Hello? Yes, it was American Express, yes. But I already gave you my credit card numbers and expiration date. Oh, you need it again. Okay, well, I put it in my wallet, so now you'll have to hold on while I go get it out of there again. Unbelievable. Oh, the poor thing being stood up on her wedding day.
Same thing happened at my wedding.
With Oscar?
No, Harold, my first husband.
He got cold feet. He stood you up.
No, I stood him up.
You didn't.
It was only for a few hours. I was a young bride. I was nervous. I went to the hairdressers and I locked myself in the storage room.
How long were you in there?
Long enough to go from a brunette to a redhead. I thought I could disguise myself and sneak out the back when no one was watching.
So what happened?
Oh, well, it was a small room and the fumes from the hair color were making me nauseous. And when I opened the door to make a run for it, there stood my mother. One hand on the hip, the other hand with the receipts to the wedding, and what a scowl on her face.
She made you go through with it?
She told me that if I didn't, I'd have to pay my father back for everything he spent on the big event. That made me even more nauseous. So I figured marrying Harold was the lesser of two evils.
So was he angry with you for making him wait?
No, in fact, but I'll never The look on his face when he saw me coming down the aisle with a head full of flaming red hair. It was like a cross between Lucille Ball and a Barnum and Bailey clown.
How long were you two married?
Oh, 26 wonderful years. When Harold passed, I thought my life was over.
But a few years later, you married Oscar.
Yeah, I know my life is over.
Oh, come on. Oscar's a great fellow.
Yes, he is. I have been twice blessed to share my life with good and honorable men. Oh, poor Sylvie. But on the bright side, at least she'll be with Rachel and Barry for the birth of her first great grandbaby. Yes. And Dad's got to cheer her up.
Yes, for sure.
Poor Vay.
Is everyone gone? What did you tell them?
Could you salvage some snacks? I'm starving.
Help yourself.
Me too.
Where's Sylvie?
Oh, she's trying to make an airline reservation.
Without a computer?
Yeah, that's not so easy these days.
I think we all need to take that computer class over at the senior center. I'm going to go sign us up.
Oh, what would you use a computer for, Mabel?
Well, for one thing, all these newfangled internet dating services you hear about are putting good old-fashioned yentas like me practically out of business. I think I need to learn how to use a computer just so I can keep tabs on my competition. Maybe I'll start my own business. YentasReUs.com.
Good idea. I like it. Yeah. Well, that's done. There's a flight out of Philly at 9:30.
Tonight?
Yes, I'm sure I can make it.
It won't be dark for a while yet. Let me drive you to the Greyhound station in Atlantic City. You can take a bus right to the airport.
Thank you anyway, Thelma, but I don't want to trouble you. I already called for a taxi.
No, I insist. Please let me drive you. I will be careful. I promise.
Oh gosh, all right. Well, I guess I'm ready then. You go on ahead. I'll straighten everything up here. And I'll water your plants while you're gone.
And I'm going to read and I'll check your mail.
You guys are the most wonderful friends. What did I ever do to deserve you?
There now. It'll all be fine. And while you're gone, we will get to the bottom of this.
Oh, Sylvie, I am glad that Eugene showed his true colors before you married him, even though it was just a commitment ceremony.
Well, Selma, I can't explain it. And even though I might not be entirely sure what's going on, one thing I do know is that Eugene loves me.
Of course he does, dear.
Mabel, I know that with everything that's going on here today, you might not want to believe it, but I know it's true. Eugene is honest and upstanding to a fault. He would never tell me he loved me if he didn't mean it. So what do you think he meant, Sylvie, about the witch in 204? Oh, well, I have really no idea, Fanny, but one thing I do know is I've got to get going. If I'm going to make that 9:30 flight, I've really got to get out of here.
Oh, because of Eugene's warning to escape the witch?
Well, truth be told, I really want to escape the neighbors. I can't stand the thought of going to the grocery store and having everybody pointing and whispering, oh, there goes poor old Sylvie, jilted at the altar. I get sick to my stomach when I think about that Evelyn Greenbaum or Gloria Lichtenstein, God, who probably already by now voted me as president of their woeful women's club. After all, Thelma, you know the new woman at 204 is not a real witch. I'm sure Eugene just called her that because he's a gentleman and he didn't want to say the B word.
Well then, shall we go?
Yeah, let's get going.
Wait, you're coming too?
No offense, but I think I'd better go to make sure you stay on the right side of the road. Remember what happened the last time you went to the bus station?
I know.
What happened? Well, she shot out careened over the center barrier and clipped the rear end of a Greyhound.
You hit a bus? No. Oh, no. Thelma. Not again.
I barely grazed its tail. It wasn't even hurt that much. It got up and ran away.
Yes, right into the lobby of Trump Plaza.
It was dark outside, and I stopped driving at night right after that.
No, not right after. Remember what happened to Rhoda Bennett's pussycat?
Oh, yeah, she hasn't spoken to me since.
No.
All right, goodbye, Fanny.
Goodbye.
Oh, Fanny, will you do me a favor?
Of course, Sylvie. What can I do?
Well, if Eugene should happen to come back while I'm away, would you please give him this? Now, it's very, very private, so promise me you'll take good care of it for me.
I will. You can count on me.
Thank you, Fanny. Okay, bye-bye.
Let's get going. I want to get back before the sun starts to go down and before the animal rights activists hear that Thelma's is behind the wheel again. Just to go.
What did you forget? Evelyn, what are you doing here?
Sylvia, where is Sylvia? Sylvia, dear. It's me, dear. Evelyn Greenbaum. Your soul sister and sympathy and solace. Where is she? Did she try to kill herself? Oh, don't do it, Sylvia. It's not worth it. Oh, men are pigs. Oh, men are swine. I should know. I married 3 of them. I gave birth to 4 of them. It's not worth it, Sylvia. It's not. Oh, be strong. Be brave. Have a heart of stone. Unbreakable in the face of heartache. You can do it, Sylvia. I'll give you the name of my therapist. He's expensive, but he's worth it.
He hasn't done you much good, it seems.
What did you say?
I said settle down, Evelyn. You're coming apart at the seams.
Don't do it, Sylvia. Remember, all men have no heart. All men have no brains. All men all think and feel with only one organ. Evelyn!
Come and sit down. Come on, come and sit down. I'll get you a cup of coffee.
Sylvia, I need to talk to Sylvia. I know what she's going through. I can help her.
I seriously doubt that.
What did you say?
I said no doubt about that, Evelyn. I'm sure you can. But I'm afraid Sylvie is not here anymore.
Oh, no, not here. Oh, no. She didn't. She's not. I'm too late. I'm too late. Oh, no. Tell me, how did she do it? Knife? Gun? Rope? Noose? Well, I tried myself a time or two, but I had no courage at all. I was unable to go through with it. Brave Sylvia. Oh, poor thing. Did she leave a note?
Evelyn, get a hold of yourself. Sylvie's fine. She just left for the bus station in Atlantic City.
The bus station? A bus? Oh, brilliant. I should have thought of that. She's going to throw herself off in front of a casino charter. Painless, quick, efficient. and if she plays her cards right and she's successful at making it look like an accident, is a perfect way for her heirs to achieve a financial payment from the bus company liability carrier. Oh, kudos to you, Sylvia. I admire your spunk and can-do attitude.
Evelyn, Sylvie is taking the bus to Philadelphia Airport.
The airport? What on earth for? She can't jump out of a plane. doors before takeoff.
Sylvie's on the 9:30 flight to Israel. She's going to be with Barry and Rachel for the birth of her great-grandchild.
That's what you think. I know. But if you're on the 11 o'clock news, retired New Jersey school teacher takes a nosedive off the control tower at Philly International. News at 11. Mark my words. Look, I'm not feeling so good. You think you could give me an aspirin or something?
I'll check. I need a couple of aspirin myself.
Oh, brother.
Sylvie must have packed it. I'll get some for my place.
Oh.
Are you going to be all right here for a minute?
Please just hurry. My head's gonna split in two.
Okay, I'll be right back. Drink your coffee and try not to throw up on Sylvie's sofa.
Okay, just be quick. Who can ever drink black coffee? Oh, there we go. Oh, much better. Oh, Sylvia, you poor old fool. Didn't I warn you? Didn't I tell you that if Eugene seemed too good to be true, he probably was? I mean, really, Sylvia. I've heard all the rumors. They're no doubt all over my Margate by now. A rich younger woman. A mysterious witch younger woman. That's what he wants. That they all want. I should know. Don't say I didn't warn you. Oh, so you did leave a note. Private and confidential to Eugene from Sylvie. Well, dear, Eugene not coming back, and my guess is neither are you, so why leave a perfectly good suicide note to waste? My darling Eugene, everyone around her seems to think that I should be upset, angry, even suicidal, because you unexpectedly postponed our wedding day. Rest assured that although I am disappointed, I still love you. I am quite concerned about you and the situation involving the new resident in 204. Why did you refer to her as a witch in 204? Is she really a witch, an evil one? If so, Eugene, I'm frightened for the both of us. Isn't life ironic? Just when I finally got used to your being otherworldly, a witch shows up at my doorstep and whisks you away from me. I'm following your advice to beware of her, and have decided to visit Barry and Rachel in Israel to be there for the baby's birth. Should you return before I do, you know where to reach me. Until we meet again, my precious Jeannie, Jeannie, you will be forever in my heart. Always, Sylvia.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Isn't that sweet? A love letter from a washed-up old hag to a geriatric genie.
You startled me.
Oh, sorry.
What do you want?
Well, I came here to see you, of course. See you're drowning your sorrows. May I?
Yeah. Well, go ahead. There's not much left, though.
Thanks. Ah, very good.
To the last drop.
You know, you're not at all what I expected.
I'm not?
No, not at all.
What'd you expect?
Oh, I don't know. More of a fighter, I guess. I thought I'd have my hands and my work cut out for me. But looking at you, I see that I really overestimated. This won't be nearly as difficult as I anticipated.
What did you say you were again? One of the wedding guests?
That's right. I am the uninvited guest. Every wedding's got to have at least one to make things interesting, don't you think?
Yeah, well, look, I don't want to sound rude, but I got a headache the size of Gibraltar. I really think I need to be going.
Plane to catch?
What? No, I think you're confused.
Oh, no, I think you are the one who is clearly confused. How desperate he must have been after waiting for me all these years. To have scraped the bottom of the wine barrel for a wretched lush like you.
I beg your pardon? Huh. I don't like the way you're being rude to me. There's no need for name calling. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone. Since the wedding's been called off, I think it's time for you to leave.
Leave? Surely you know by now I live here.
Here?
In this building, 204.
You're the bitch in 204? Ow!
No, not the bitch in 204. The witch in 204.
Same difference.
Ha! Not by a long shot. I don't howl at the moon, but girlfriend, have you taken a look in the mirror lately?
You leave me alone. You are a witch. What did I ever do to you?
You stole him from me, and I'm here to get him back.
I never stole anything from you. I don't even know you.
Don't play coy with me. Where is he?
Who?
Genesis Elijah Nefarious Ivan Ethiopia the 12th. That's who.
Who?
You have known him for how long, and yet you remain unfamiliar with his proper name? Must I shorten it for you? Genie.
Genie? Genie? You mean Eugene?
Oh, how utterly common, disgusting a nickname.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, I'm not.
Right for Eugene, yes, I am certainly aware of that. But as Cleopatra is my witness, Eugene will soon be mine once again.
Oh, God, I must be having an alcoholic-induced nightmare.
Yes, I would certainly agree that your nightmare is just beginning.
When am I going to learn not to drink vodka martinis and gin tonics and scotch sours in the same afternoon?
Oh, that's a witch's brew, if I do say so myself.
Hey, if I close my eyes and count to 10, will you go away?
Not a chance.
Well, this worked once before, so... Whoa! The room is spinning, and I gotta do this really quick. 1, 2, 3...
Look at me! I'm talking to you. I'm not finished with it.
Go away! 5, 6, 7...
I said, look at me!
Hey! I was gonna finish that.
Where is he?
He who? Eugene?
Yes, if you must. Eugene.
I have no idea.
I don't believe you.
Well, isn't he with you?
He should be. He will be.
Well, then leave me out of it. I'm just an innocent bystander.
Innocent, my foot. You stole him from me. I know he's here somewhere. I'll find him.
Suit yourself. I gotta go sleep this off. I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed now.
You are doing no such thing. I mean, that is, I think you and I should try to be friends, don't you? After all, I am the new kid on the block, so to speak. Why don't we try to forgive and forget?
Forgive and forget what?
Our differences. If I have in any way offended you just now, I deeply apologize. Why, I have a wonderful idea. Why don't we drink a toast to our new friendship?
I think I've had enough for one afternoon.
Oh, nonsense. What's one trifle indulgence to celebrate our friendship? In fact, I have just the thing. I know you're just going to love this.
Nice shot. I love the hidden pocket. Hey, man, where you got it?
Oh, the rack at Nordstrom. Where else? And now that since we're best friends, you can borrow it at any time.
Thanks. I just realized I don't even know your name.
Why, it's Jezebella, girlfriend, but Princess Elijah calls me Bella.
I thought you didn't like nicknames, Bella.
Only Genesis Elijah may call me Bella,
Well,
as a term of endearment.
boy, bully for Genesis Elijah.
Two new friends.
Whoa! Oh, wow! Oh, that's some potent you got there. But it goes down smooth the second time.
Well, as my dear departed granny used to say, it'll put whiskers on your chin and shave them off at the same time. Here, have some more.
You're not having any?
Oh, you seem to be enjoying it enough for both of us.
I've never had anything like this before. Smooth, but with a kick.
Like karate.
What'd you say it was called?
I didn't.
Well, maybe just one little small little drop more.
Oh, why not a big one?
Uh-oh. I think the kick is caught up with me. I can't feel my lip.
Oh, well, you weren't thinking of puckering up anytime soon, were you? Just relax. Go with it.
I can't feel my tongue. Are my teeth still in my mouth? I can't feel my teeth. I'm gonna go look in the mirror. I think I swallowed my teeth. Hey, I can't get up. Who's in that drink? I can't feel my toes. I can't move my legs. Where are my feet?
Shut up already!
That's not a nice thing to say to a new friend.
Friends, please. Friends don't go around stealing other people's lovers.
You haven't lived in Margate very long, have you?
Genesis Elijah, where are you? Come out, wherever you are. You can't hide from me forever, you know.
Hey! Hurry!
That's right. Let them hear what a pathetic whiner you really are. Genesis Elijah Nefarious Ivan Ethiopia the 12th. Ready or not, here I come.
Hurry, please! Oh, you really are a witch, aren't you?
Oh, you mean you liked me better when I was just a figment of your alcohol-induced imagination? My feelings are hurt. Aha! Look what Nobody puts Genesis in the corner. You thought you could hide him from me on the shelf in your bedroom closet, but I know where he lives. It's all right now, darling. Everything is going to be all right. Come out, my sweet. It's time that we start our new life together.
Lady, I may drink a little too much, but you talk to teapot.
I have heard just about enough from you. That's a good girl. Good girl. That's much better. You were beginning to give me a headache. Oh. Well, Genesis, Elijah, and I must be running along now. Don't bother getting up. We'll show ourselves out. Oh, before I forget, I'll take that and leave this in instead. To Eugene from Sylvia. This one is much more interesting reading. Well, rest in peace, Sylvia Goldberg. It won't be long now. And don't worry about Genesis. I'll take good care of him. He won't miss you one bit.
Hello. My, what a lovely rap. Neiman Marcus or Berghaus. I don't believe we met. I'm Sylvie's neighbor, Fanny Green. You must be Sylvie's niece from Haddonfield.
Get out of my way!
Excuse me. I was just trying to make polite conversation. Hey, what are you doing with Sylvie's teapot? That's a souvenir she brought back home from her trip last summer. Give that back.
Move it. It's mine now, Grandma.
Ow! You didn't have to knock me over. I could have broken something. Didn't your mother teach you any manners? Hey, come back here. Give me back that teapot or I'll report you to building security. Hey! Thief! Robber! I'm coming, Evelyn, I'm coming. Hold your horses. Evelyn, I just got steamrolled out here by a teapot thief from Bergdorf's. What's that woman doing with Sylvie's teapot? I'm calling security. Did she take anything else? Money, jewelry? Why didn't you stop her? Evelyn! What happened? What's the matter? Evelyn, I can't understand you. You're so cold and hard as a rock. Who is that woman? Did she do something to you?
I'm telling you, the light was still green.
It was yellow.
Green!
Yellow. It changed color right before you went through it.
It did not. I was halfway across before it turned.
Yes, red.
It's not my fault. Quit blaming me. The thing should have been on a leash. The policeman even said so.
Then why did he give you a ticket?
If you think I'm so terrible behind the wheel, why don't you get your license renewed and you drive next time?
Maybe I will, for the sake of all the family pets in South Jersey.
What? Oh, what's she doing here? What did she say?
Why, Evelyn, you haven't been drinking, have you? It was just a rhetorical question.
Okay, Evelyn, come on. I'll walk you upstairs and you can sleep it off. Come on. Evelyn, I can't do this by yourself. Let me
What did she say?
I can't speech impairment. Those could be signs of a stroke.
Was she walking crooked?
No more than usual.
We better call an ambulance.
Well, was she, did she pass out? No. No? Okay, good. Did she throw up? No. Oh, okay. Good. Other than complaining of a headache and being tipsy, of course. But out of sorts is typical for Evelyn. I would have come back sooner, but Gloria Lichtenstein nailed me getting off the elevator, and then some strange woman came barreling out of Sylvie's apartment, knocked me over, and stole Sylvie's teapot.
The ambulance will be here in just a minute.
Wait. A woman knocked you over and stole Sylvie's teapot? Yes.
What are you talking about? Sylvie's teapot's right over there.
Not that teapot. The teapot she brought back from Israel last summer when she went to visit Barry and Rachel. Oh, that. Yeah. Didn't she buy it in an open-air market when she went to Egypt for a few days before she came home?
Who would want to steal that ugly thing?
What, Evelyn? What are you trying to say?
Evelyn, we can't understand you.
She said the witch in 204.
Eugene, you came back?
You think Sylvie has any spicy brown mustard in the fridge? Oh, never mind.
Herman, how can you possibly eat after everything that's gone on?
I'm hypoglycemic. If I don't eat regularly, I get...
Where is Sylvia? Please, Thelma, you must tell me.
You settle down, Sailor. Sylvia is our dear friend, and you really disappointed her today with your disappearing act. Why did you go to all the trouble to plan a big wedding celebration only to leave Sylvie high and dry at the altar? And what's all this monkey business about a witch in 204? I'm very disappointed in you, Eugene. You are not the man I thought you were.
Oh, if you only knew.
Is there any whitefish left?
While we're at it, why weren't you and Sylvie going to have a real wedding? Why just a commitment ceremony? What are you trying to hide?
Yeah, what are you trying to hide? You have another wife hidden away somewhere?
Of course not.
Are these mini wieners kosher?
Herman, I think so. Just take a bite. If you don't get struck by lightning, you'll know it's kosher.
Does this smell kosher to you?
Herman, if you're that concerned about it, don't eat it.
Or are you a fugitive from justice and afraid of getting caught? Which is it?
Pardon my precarious perception, but it is apparent to me that the two of you watch far too much daytime television. You really should consider spending the prime of your lives more wisely, like perhaps volunteering to read for the blind.
Oh, no, you don't. We're not the ones on trial here. You don't get to twist this around.
She is right. Which is it? Bigamist or fugitive? Confess.
Take the toothpick out.
The commitment ceremony was Sylvia's idea. I want her to be my wife in any manner of her choosing. Where is she? Did Sylvia leave Margate?
Thelma drove her to the bus station in Atlantic City.
Well, almost. She did take a taxi for the last few blocks because of the darn poodle.
Good. She's leaving town. She must have read my note.
Actually, Mabel read it to all of us.
And we have plenty of questions, Buster.
Fanny, and the guy you break, why don't you? Is his wedding too, can't you see? He's just as torn up about this as everyone else is. Is it still last for Diet Coke?
I would not have expected you to take his side, Herman. Does this mean you'd think it would be okay to leave me standing at the altar too?
Hey, are you saying that you'll marry me?
I didn't hear a proposal.
Fanny, will you?
I don't see you on your knee. Well then.
It's a replacement. It doesn't bend as well as the original.
Okay then, what were you saying?
Fanny, I've loved you from the moment I watched your belly dance at the senior social last year. Will you do me the great honor of becoming my wife?
Well, yes, but I want a real wedding, not just a commitment ceremony.
You can have anything you want, Pumpkin. Just name it. Let's just skip packing the honeymoon helpers.
Okay, out of the way, here we go. Yay! Oh, congratulations, baby. We will plan a engagement party for you a little later. I'm not finished with him yet.
Mabel should not have read that note. It was private. It was meant only for Sylvia. Please tell me, where is she going?
Not that it's any of your business, you fugitive, bigamous heartbreaker, you. She's on a bus to the Philadelphia airport. She's got a ticket on a 9:30 flight.
I am not a fugitive, nor am I a bigamist. I will answer all of your questions in due time. But first tell me, where is she traveling?
That's all you're getting out of me. You don't even deserve that much. Oh, here, I almost forgot. Sylvia said if you came back that I should give this to you. I get it. Hello? Mabel! How's Evelyn? I see. Oh, what did the doctor say? Oh, that's awful. Oh, really? Oh, what a relief. Okay, well, we'll keep us updated. Okay. Bye.
How is she?
What'd she say? What did she say? She's conscious. It's not a stroke. Thank God. They suspect a combination of Jack Daniels and some kind of pills. The emergency room doctor told Mabel that it was a close call, that it was lucky that Evelyn's friends were here to call the ambulance right away, or it could have been a real tragedy. She'll be all right then, thank goodness. Mabel said they'll probably just keep her overnight for observation. You know, I would have been happy to ride in the ambulance to the hospital with Evelyn, but Mabel insisted she go instead. Will you drive me over to the hospital to visit with her later, Herman, and maybe on the way back we can stop at Walgreens and I can get this month's issue of Modern Pride?
Sure, Muffin. You know, I was surprised that Mabel wanted to ride in the ambulance with Evelyn. Mabel has always been squeamish about medical procedures. And maybe I was wrong, but I had the impression that Mabel wasn't all that fond of Evelyn.
Oh, come on, Herman.
I'm sorry. It wasn't a nice thing to say at a time like this.
No. I mean, wise up. You mean to tell me you don't know why Mabel went with Evelyn to the hospital?
Well, because she was concerned about her, of course.
Fanny, how long have we known Mabel?
Oh, of course. With all the commotion, that didn't even cross my mind.
What?
Herman, Mabel's your cousin. You've known her longer than all of us. You mean you really don't know?
Know what?
Men, such innocent sheep.
Okay, let me spell it out for you. Who just called off a wedding?
Him.
Besides him.
Oh.
Your great niece, Mabel's granddaughter, Bonnie. That's who.
Oh, I see.
Bonnie called off her engagement to that no-good corporate attorney fiancé because he was messing around with his lady lawyer boss, trying to climb the corporate ladder quicker. Now I ask you, what is a hospital full of?
Lawyers.
Besides lawyers.
Sick people.
Herman.
I don't know. Bedpans.
Doctors.
Oh, I see.
Herman, what Thelma's trying to say is that Mabel, being the yenta that she is, wanted to use Evelyn as an excuse to hang around the hospital and check out the young residents.
Oh, wait, phooey on the residents. Mabel is camped out in the waiting room next to the surgical suite.
Evelyn's in surgery?
No, Evelyn just had her stomach pumped in the emergency room.
Well, why is Mabel...
Because having a husband who's a surgeon is a status symbol, and Mabel could really wear her yenta crown with pride if she fixes up Bonnie with a surgeon.
Oh, I see.
Sylvia did not write this note.
Yes, she did.
No, she did not. Of this I'm certain.
Well, she didn't type it. She doesn't have a computer. You should have heard her on the phone trying to make an airline reservation.
She's flying somewhere? Where?
Don't tell him.
Oh, Thelma, what difference does it make now? She's going to Israel to be with Rachel and Barry for the birth of her first great-grandchild.
Israel. Good. That should be far enough.
Let me see the note. This is not Sylvie's handwriting. It's too sloppy.
Let me see it. This is a suicide note. Evelyn was right. Sylvie does plan to kill herself.
Don't be ridiculous. Sylvie's not going to kill herself. This is a fake. But I'm confused. Why does it say Dear Genesis Elijah and not Dear Eugene?
Where did you get this note?
Sylvie gave it to me. How do you know she didn't write it? Do the rules of etiquette say that you have to have perfect penmanship if you're writing a suicide note?
Well, Fanny, Sylvie was a school teacher and she graded her pupils on penmanship. Do you really think she'd leave behind a sloppy suicide note?
No, I guess not. Not when you put it that way.
When did Sylvia give you this note?
She handed it to me just before she left for the bus station. Sylvie told me if I saw you, that I should give it to you. She must have had a feeling you'd be coming back.
She knows me very well. That's why I wanted her gone.
What a mean thing to say.
That's why I wanted her to go away just for a little while until I got the affairs sorted out here.
So you are having an affair.
Please be abundant with benefit of doubt. I meant the term to refer to business, not pleasure.
Oh.
Okay, well, Fanny, why don't you and Herman go to the hospital, check on Mabel and Evelyn, and maybe Evelyn can give us some clues if she's feeling up to it.
Did you show this note to Evelyn when she was here?
No, I didn't show it to her. I put it on the table so you'd see it when you came back. Evelyn may have seen it.
You think Evelyn somehow switched Sylvia's note with a different one?
I'm certain that the note that Sylvia left for me was switched, but not by Evelyn.
Then who would have switched it?
Jezebel.
Who? Oh, the witch in 204?
I'm certain it was Jezebella that conversed with Fanny.
That's what Evelyn was trying to tell us.
But why would she switch the note?
Unless she wanted you to think that Sylvia killed herself.
Leaving the door open for her to swoop in like a chicken hawk and plug you up.
But Sylvia wasn't even there at that time. Was she?
No, she wasn't. She'd already left when Evelyn came.
I am both fearful and relieved, as I believe I know what is likely to have happened.
What happened?
I suspect that Jezebella must have mistaken Evelyn for Sylvia. After all, Evelyn was here in Sylvia's apartment.
I thought that the witch, Jezebella, was one of Sylvie's nieces from Haddonfield.
Then you must be Genesis Elijah.
My formal name is Genesis Elijah Nefarious Ivan Ethiopia the 12th.
Now, that's a tongue twister if I ever heard one. No wonder Sylvie calls you Eugene.
Oh, but the witch didn't know that. And that's why the note reads, Dear Genesis Elijah, and not Dear Eugene.
I'm afraid so.
Janine, why do you call her a witch? Is Jezebel a real witch?
Fanny, there are no such things as ghosts, witches, or UFOs. You've got to stop watching that sci-fi channel.
Eugene! Sylvia! Please accept my heartfelt and sincere apology. I am deeply distressed that I disappointed you in front of our friends today. I hope that you can forgive me and that we can be married as soon as it is safe to exchange vows of commitment.
Oh, Eugene,
Quick, shut the door in case she comes back.
Oh, in case who comes back? The witch?
Yes, the witch in 204 tried to kill Evelyn Greenbaum.
Kill Evelyn? When? Why?
Please come and sit down. She thought that Evelyn was you, and as I feared, she tried to kill her, thinking she was you.
She gave her a lethal dose of witch's brew and Jack Daniels.
How horrible. Well, how is Evelyn? Where is she?
Well, she went to the Atlantic City Hospital, had her stomach pumped. Mabel went with her, and the doctor said they got there just in time.
Thank goodness.
Did you decide against visiting Barry and Rachel, Sylvie?
Yeah, what are you doing here? It's not safe.
Well, I was about to get on that bus, but I got angry.
Oh, I understand. I will go to my grave trying to make this up to you, Sylvia.
Oh, no, not angry with you, Eugene, no. I got angry with myself for being a coward and running away. You see, my husband died almost 15 years ago, and I thought I'd collapse to pieces, yet I've managed to get along all right on my own since then. Now, it hasn't always been easy, but I'm a survivor. Don't you see, I've managed to make a nice life for myself here in Margate since then. So I got to thinking while I was waiting for that bus, and I got angry because nobody's going to run me out of Margate. No, not some nosy neighbors with their pitiful stares and whispers. Oh, and certainly not some witch in 204.
Atta girl.
Oh, Sylvia, I wish you'd called me on your cell phone. I would have come right over to pick you up. Never mind.
But Sylvie, the witch, her name is Jezebel, by the way. She is dangerous.
Come on, Fanny. I think Eugene and Sylvie need some time alone together.
Yeah, it's a good idea, Herman. Okay, we'll leave you two to work it out.
Sylvie, call me if you need anything. And I know why you came back and everything, but I wouldn't go walking around outside yet.
Well, I appreciate your concern, I really do, but I refuse to be a prisoner in my own apartment.
Oh, Sylvie, Fanny is right. You must listen to reason.
But
I almost forgot. I've got information.
Oh, you do? About what?
Herman proposed. I'm getting married.
Oh, Fanny, mazel tov. I'm so happy for you and Herman. Congratulations. Oh, hasn't set a date. Have you thought about
What should we do? It could be her.
Just check the people.
Yes, Eugene, hide the bedroom quick.
Okay. Holy cow! I don't believe it.
What are you doing? Don't open the door.
Evelyn, what are you doing here?
How are you feeling?
I need a drink. Oh, let me get you some water. I don't need water. I need a drink.
Evelyn, after everything you've been through, I don't think that you want to have another drink.
Where is she? Where is that crazy witch?
I'm gonna wrap that shawl around her squatty neck and I'm gonna scratch her eyes right out of her head.
Calm down, Evelyn.
Don't you calm down, Evelyn. Me.
Okay. I can't believe they released her. I thought they were going to keep her overnight.
Yeah, but she checked herself out.
Evelyn, no, you really should be in the hospital. Let me drive you right back.
Never mind.
They think I'm crazy.
Crazy? Why?
Yeah, crazy. And it's all her fault.
What's she talking about?
Hey, Sylvie, you're here. Oh, you didn't jump off the control tower after all.
Yes, Evelyn, I'm here. Honey, you better drink some water.
I don't want water. They pumped me full of water at the hospital.
Hey, do you have a nice white wine?
Maybe it's in vanilla.
I think the red wine would bring back a headache. Well, how about a Diet Coke?
All gone.
The witch! She thought I was you, Sylvie, the witch in 204, and they wouldn't believe me.
Well, who wouldn't believe you? The doctors?
Well, the doctors, the nurses, none of them would believe me. They all think I'm crazy. They all think I'm a nutcase. They all think I tried to kill myself, and I said, no, I did not try to kill myself. The witch in 204 tried to kill me. The witch in 204 had made me drink a secret brew that was poisonous, and she had it hidden inside a secret pocket in her witch's cave. I told them all that, but none of them would believe me.
We believe you, Evelyn.
No, don't you now, Evelyn, me. Don't you dare now, Evelyn, me. She just stood there, and she was going to let them lock me up. I'm telling you, Sylvie, there's a witch in 204, and she tried to kill me right here, right in your apartment, and she thought I was you.
We don't believe you. We
No,
do.
you're just saying that. You're saying nobody believes me. She just stood there and made them think that I was crazy and suicidal. She even suggested that a few days R&R in a padded room on the cycle would be good for me.
Now, Evelyn, I didn't say anything about a padded room. I just thought that a few
You
days...
want to know why she thought I should take a vacation in the land of Thorazine? I'm going to tell you why. Because the young, handsome psychiatrist who came to examine me wasn't wearing a wedding ring. That's why. And then, when his nurse came in and said, Doctor, your ex-wife is online too, her ears perked up and her eyes got wide like saucers, and you can see that wheel spinning in that yenta brain of hers. And then, when the handsome divorced shrink came back into the room, she was all up in his ear about how it might be beneficial for me to have a few days R&R with the other loonies on the 5th floor. And of course, then he could watch over me. And because I'm suicidal and all. And of course, she would come visit me every day and talk to that kind divorced shrink about my progress. As if I didn't know that Bonnie's wedding was called off and you're out scouting around for a new suitor for her. You don't fool me, Mabel Millsteed. Some friend.
Evelyn, honey, we do believe you about the witch, and we're so relieved to know that you're going to be okay, but we just think you should take it easy.
You! That witch tried to kill me because of you! You're some kind of cheat! And the witch was talking to you in a teapot! I told the doctors this, but none of them would believe me. You know, I don't know what's going on around here, Sylvia, with this gentleman friend of yours, but you need to know the truth. He's some kind of cheat, and his ex-girlfriend's a wicked witch!
You're a genie? Oh, brother, I knew this was bound to happen eventually.
Wait a minute. You're a genie. A real genie? And you knew this?
And his name is not Eugene. It's Genesis, Ecuador, Nicaragua, Ireland, something like that.
Is this true, Eugene?
It is true. I am a genie. However,
You're a real genie. 3 wishes kind of genie?
well, as you know, Sylvia and I met last year when she spent a few days in Egypt. To the extent that you need more of an explanation than that, I will be happy to accommodate at the appropriate time. But for now, I believe we have a more pressing matter.
I think I'm going to join you in that drink. I mean, first we learned there's a witch in the building, and now a genie. What's next? A warlock? A werewolf? I hate to say it, but Fanny, I think we should think about moving.
Oh, before you run off and nail for sale signs to your front door, I believe we have a matter of common interest in need of our attention.
That being,
To rid ourselves of Jezebella, now known as the Witch in 204. Mrs. Greenbaum, I have an idea. And if you're feeling up to it, you may very well be of vital assistance.
Just give me 5 minutes alone with that witch. I'll show her who's wicked.
Splendid, that's the spirit.
Gee, what are you thinking? Hasn't Evelyn been through enough of an ordeal? I don't want to put her in harm's way.
I will personally guarantee Mrs. Greenbaum's safety. With the assistance of our friends, if they're willing to cooperate, I'm reasonably confident that we can protect her and protect you, Sylvia, once and for all. And then we can be married if you'll still have me. That is, if everyone is in agreement.
Well, I don't know.
You owe me, Mabel Milstein. You made him think I was crazy.
Oh, all right. Then I guess.
Me too. Me too.
I served in the Marine Corps. Semper Fi. I'm not afraid of any witch.
Very well, then. In that case, we've got ourselves a witch to whack. Whack the witch.
Whack the witch!
Whack the witch. Whack the witch.
Whack the witch.
Whack the witch.
Whack the witch!
Whack the witch.
Oh, jeez. I really don't know about this. Oh, it feels very dangerous. Oh, Eugene, are you almost ready? Oh, I don't know if this is a good plan. Oh, jeez. Oh, Eugene. Eugene, I'm frightened. Oh, what if our plan doesn't work? Oh, Mabel was right. This is too dangerous.
I admit that I am not entirely overconfident here. However, I do have faith in our friends. And should Jezebel be the witch I remember her to be, if our plan works, we have an excellent chance of ridding ourselves of her for good. I'm sure by now she's realized that I have not hidden myself away in that dreadful teapot. And she's going to come looking for me.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of.
Well, but with Thelma as our lookout, if things don't go according to plan, she can give a signal and we can call it all off.
Okay. What if that's her?
It's Herman. Right on schedule.
Lieutenant Herman Hyman Fishman reporting for duty, sir. I remember that costume. You wore that to the senior social last year. What was the theme? Desert oldies or something.
That was Seniors of the Sahara.
That's right. Fun party. It's good that you kept held on to that costume.
Yeah, especially the shoes. I really like them. Are your munitions ready, soldier?
Checked and ready, sir. Sylvie, I think it's time for you to go.
Oh, so soon?
Thelma and Fanny already sit in Shiva. Or at least pretended.
So the witch knows then?
She sure does. Velma tipped the newspaper delivery boy $5 to slip a Shiva notice under the door 204 addressed to Sylvia's friends at Jerome Gardens. Excuse me. Velma watched the boy slide it under the door. She said the witch opened the door, read the notice, and gave a horrible cackle. So the witch thinks she killed you and made it look like suicide. Oh, before I forget, Velma can only stand guard in the stairwell for half an hour. He has a dentist appointment.
Well, it seems as though our plan is underway.
So you think that Jezebella will actually go upstairs to pay respects to Mabel and Fanny while they sit Shiva for me?
Yes, because Thelma also put my name on the Shiva notice along with the calling time. And Jezebella will think that I'm sitting Shiva with them. And after all, I'm the one she's after. What's the old saying? Curiosity killed the cat? She's not going to be able to resist stopping by to pay her respects. She may even muster up an artificial tear or two just to make it look good.
My goodness, she is heartless.
Certainly is.
And then when the witch asks where Eugene is, they'll tell her he went to get something in your apartment.
And she'll no doubt lead a hasty retreat down here looking for me.
Well, who am I supposed to be then?
You're another Shiva caller. It might look a little suspicious if Jezebella's the only one who stops by. You could say that you got a notice under your door and that you were shocked to learn that Sylvia had passed, just to make it look more believable.
Okay, but then what if somebody else stops by, like, I don't know, Sam Waterman or Rhoda Bennett? Well, what if they see me? They'll know I'm not dead.
We only prepared one Shiva notice, and Velma's standing guard in the stairwell and will intercept anybody else who tries to knock on Mabel's door besides you and the witch. So, unless Mabel's pipe should burst and the maintenance man comes, or the building catches fire, you're safe.
All right, well, it sounds like you've thought of everything then.
Well, thanks to Herman's tactical military planning. Good job, soldier.
Sir. Good luck, Sylvie.
You too, Herman. I don't know, this still feels risky. What if Evelyn gets hurt?
I won't let that happen. But if you're apprehensive, we could always go with Plan B.
Well, what's Plan B?
I go off and spend the rest of my years in misery with Jezebel.
Oh, let's stick to Plan A.
Well, then as the saying goes, it is showtime.
Okay.
I love a good witch whacking. How's it going in there, Evelyn?
I haven't had this much fun in years. Revenge is going to be so sweet.
So they say, so they say. How's it going, Herman?
Dressed and ready for combat, sir.
Aye. Be patient, soldier. The battle is about to begin.
That's now the signal.
Okay. Battle stations, you two. The witch must be on her way down now.
Genesis Elijah, I know you're in here. It's no use trying to hide from me any longer. Oh, good, there you are. Resting up for our trip back to the homeland, I see. And it is so nice to see you finally dressed appropriately. Well, get up, sleepyhead, it's time to go. What is it? What's wrong? What is it, Genesis? Are you ill? Oh, you are so very fortunate that I returned when I did, my sweet. Here, drink this. Let Bella make it all better.
It's too late, Jezebella. I'm dying. My heart.
Oh, nonsense. Genies don't have heart attacks. Your ancestry makes you immune to heart disease. Any wizard worth his salt knows that. The only way you could possibly have anything wrong with your heart is if, it's impossible.
You are wrong, wicked witch. It is indeed possible. And verily I say unto you, it is quite true.
But how? No, I refuse to believe it. Get up this instant. We are leaving this horrid little town of Margate, New Jersey immediately. The people here are dreadfully boring. The boardwalk pizza, on the other hand, isn't half bad.
You must go on without me. I am about to join the other world. I wish I could say it was good seeing you again, Bella, but no, I cannot.
And why is that? Is it because I interrupted your folly of a plan to marry a commoner by the name of Sylvia Goldberg? You and I, Genesis, you and I, we belong together, and it is together that we shall be at last, according to the arrangement. You must trust that when the powers that be arranged our destiny, they knew what they were doing. And what the powers have arranged, let no one put asunder. Isn't that how the proverb goes?
Jezebella, even if I were in agreement with the arrangement, which you know very well I am not, I would never agree to an arrangement whereby my destiny was shared with yours. How many times and in how many different languages do I need to tell you that before you accept it?
Because I'm a witch.
No, because you're wicked. Always have been, always will be.
So? What's the fun of being a witch if you can't raise a little cane now and again?
It's time, Jezebella. I bid you farewell.
Not so fast. Who did this to you?
My one true love, Sylvia Goldberg. She is the one who broke my heart because of you.
But to do that, she'd have to have come back. She'd have to be. Is she? You're saying that she's here? Where is she?
I'm right here, Jezebella. You pathetic excuse of a wicked witch. What's the matter? Are your powers fading? Couldn't you feel my presence?
It's you! It's impossible! You can't be a
ghost, spirit, apparition of death, sticks and stones, Jezebella. You can call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for a cocktail.
But I don't understand. I know the rules. In order to successfully, paranormally return to haunt the halls of a former residence and to claim real and personal property that belonged to you in the living world, you would need the assistance of who did this to you?
After what you did to me, you think I owe you an explanation? Come along, Eugene. The light awaits us. It's time we walk together into the great ever after.
No, stop! You leave him right where he is. He's mine. You can't have him.
Oh, it's too late for that, Bella. Oh, poor Eugene's heart broke when he found out that I had expired at the hospital. All I had to do was scare him into a real heart attack once he saw me come back as a ghost. Piece of cake. Come along, Eugene. Thanks to you, Bella,
Eugene and I will be together forevermore.
But only the chosen ones get to come back. How did you, of all people, luck out? Who was your advocate?
Be gone, witch! There is no room for you here. Let the lovers get on their way.
Who the hell are you?
You don't remember me?
Merlin? Merlin, is it really you after all these years?
Now, what is all this business about an arrangement? You know that I put the kibosh on any arrangements involving the likes of you long ago. You proved to be unworthy of the arrangement. Dare I remind you how?
Oh, Merlin, that's ancient history. There's no reason to dredge up all...
Let's set the record straight, shall we? Once and for all?
Oh, no, I don't really think that's necessary at this point. And you know, I spent years in atonement. And...
Remember the spell you cast, Jezebella? On the wrong subject? You'll never guess who she mistook for.
No, Merlin, why must you insist on embarrassing me like this? I was just a young witch. Must I continue to pay for one lousy mistake for the rest of my life?
Some witch. She was supposed to cast a spell on a handsome young man and turn him into a horny toad. You'll never guess who she turned.
Oh, no, stop. Stop, please.
What's the matter? Is your pride hurt?
No, I don't think it's necessary to bring up such trivial events from the past.
Well, you blew it then and there. Your utter carelessness proved to the powers that be, including myself, that any arrangements involving you were to be null and void. Now, as I was saying, be gone, witch!
Yeah, be gone, witch, or else.
Or else what?
Oh, you want to test my powers against yours? That is a pretty foolish thing to do, witch, but I'm game if you are. I know what I'm capable of, after all. Look what I just did. She was dead as a doornail. Now she's one of the walking dead. If your powers are all they were cracked up to be, you wouldn't have to resort to modern-day pharmaceuticals to supplement your witchcraft. If word gets out that you've been cheating with one of his little helpers, your reputation, that is, what's left of it, is garbage.
What's that? What are you doing?
Well, shall we find out?
Oh, that's nothing. It's just a modern-day apparatus for drying hair.
Well, let's see what happens when I turn on the switch and...
No, stop.
This is no ordinary hair-drying apparatus, witch. The currents of 10,000 lightning strikes are contained in this mechanism. You and I both know that it only takes 3,000 strikes to whack a witch dead. Let's see what 10,000 currents can do, shall we?
No, stay away from me with that thing.
You're not. Here I go. I'll get you, my pretty. That's your little
Get
dog,
that thing
too.
away from me. No, stop.
I'll stop for you.
Goodbye forever, Genesis Elijah. You and your despicable ghost girlfriend can rot in... Oh!
Eugene, for Pete's sakes, Eugene. She jumped out the bedroom window. She did what? Oh, I didn't mean for her to do that. What did I do? Oh, this is terrible. I just wanted to scare her away. I didn't want to kill her. It's okay, Herman. Calm down.
Yeah, hey, way to go, Herman. You got your first jumper under your belt. Hey, and you really make a very convincing wizard.
It's not okay. She jumped out the window for crying out loud. Eugene, call an ambulance. I'm going downstairs to see if she's still alive.
What the
Is it dead?
No, it landed on its feet and ran off into the bushes over on Ventnor Avenue.
Where's the witch? Did she ever show up?
Yes, and I scared her away. She jumped out the window.
No, she didn't, Herman. It was a black cat. I saw it with my own eyes.
Where is Sylvia?
She's still up in my apartment. She's fine.
Is Stella with her?
No, that was at the dentist.
Oh, hey, it's cocktail hour. I'll go get Sylvia.
I need a drink.
So I take it the witch is history?
I certainly think so. Herman, you are to be commended for a heroic show of bravery.
I need a drink.
So are you finally going to tell us now what all this witch and genie business is about?
Yes, Eugene, you definitely owe us an explanation. Are you a real genie or not?
It is true. I am a real genie. That is no secret, but not the magical kind like in the storybook fables.
Then what are you talking about?
Well, you see, I'm a member of a grassroots organization called Greener Environments Need Innovative Energy, the acronym of which is GENIE.
Oh, please. For Pete's sake, are you telling me you're an environmentalist, not a real genie?
Well, though not a magic kind, I am a real genie in that members of our organization refer to ourselves as genies.
Of all things. Wait a minute, though.
Now,
Who's the witch and why?
Well, let me explain. It's a rather sad story. I met Jezebella when she was working as a lobbyist for Big Pharma. We should have been at odds with each other, but the powers that be within our organizations came up with an arrangement whereby we could coexist.
Oh, please.
Well, and her colleagues in pharma grew weary of her temperament and shied away from her. I did not. Sadly, she mistook my gestures of collegial friendship to be something quite different than what I intended.
I'm sorry, Eugene, but all of this sounds way too fishy to me.
Well, you are correct. Her involvement in an organization that she headed up after she left Big Pharma, the name of the organization was Women Innovating Therapeutic Curative Homeopathy, the acronym of which is WITCH.
And these members call themselves witches?
In fact, they do. And so Jezebella took up a secondary personality and alter ego, as it were, as a witch. But her involvement was, as you said, fishy in that she, instead of progressing homeopathic cures, she sometimes cheated and used pharmaceuticals, passing them off as homeopathic. And she didn't think she'd get caught because she was a real witch, but she ended up getting caught. And the homeopathic organization booted her out.
My head is spinning.
Eugene, is it really over?
Yeah, I believe it is over, which means we have a wedding to plan, if you'll still have me.
Let's make it a double ceremony. Is that okay with you, Herman?
I need a drink.
I think we all need a drink after today. Come on, let's go. Hey, I grabbed a bottle of the good stuff yesterday while the bartender had his back turned. These two need some time alone. Where's Evelyn?
Oh, I left her in your apartment. She's watching Southern Women of Fulton County.
Oh, God, what time is it? Oh, days. Luke Starweather is marrying Ashley Lee Drake McDonald Merriweather today, and we're missing it.
Well, I saw the previews.
you to tape it? Why
Sarah
didn't you tape
Sylvester
it?
Hollister is
Hurry up.
pregnant
It was
with
the
Luke's
wedding.
third child. So I take it you told them about GENIE and WITCH?
I did.
And did they believe you?
I do not think so.
I was afraid of that. Hey, listen, did Jezebella really turn herself into a black cat? Because Evelyn said that Herman saw Jezebella jump out the window, but then Mabel and Fanny said they saw a black cat jump out and run into the bushes. Oh, my. How did you explain that one?
I didn't. It appears, at least for the moment, that I was saved by the Southern Women of Fulton County. But I'll come up with something. I'm afraid I'm going to be making up stories for quite some time to come. But like the daytime dramas your friends watch, this episode too shall pass.
Well, I know you think that Jezebella won't come back, but are you really sure?
Well, whether a wicked witch or a black cat, I really do think Herman scared her away for good. For now, we should just be glad that she's gone. Sylvia, I have loved you since the moment you freed me from the bondage of that horrible teapot. Will you marry me?
Yes, of course I will, Eugene.
I mean, truly marry me in a real official ceremony, not a commitment ceremony presided over by Mabel the Yenta.
But Eugene, how can we? I mean, if we had a real ceremony, we'd need a marriage license, and you'd need a blood test, and we'd have to show identification.
We can go to Vegas.
Oh, Vegas! Yes! No blood test required! Oh, but what about ID?
Oh, I think for the right price, identification's not going to be too big an issue. Do you?
Well, I guess not, but let me get one thing clear right now.
Oh, what is it?
Well, I refuse to be married by an Elvis impersonator.
Certainly not.
Oh, good.
Look to the people. Don't open that door.
But you said...
Just look.
You said she wouldn't come back. Oh, God. Eugene. Oh, it's Thelma. Thelma, what are you doing back from the dentist so soon?
I never got there. I'm too upset.
Oh, honey, come sit down. What happened? What's the matter?
I pulled out of the parking lot and I got halfway to the stop sign on Ventnor Avenue and I ran right in front of me. I didn't have time to stop.
Oh, Thelma, not again.
I didn't have the heart to leave it in the middle of the road. Will you help me bury it?
Oh, you ran over another dog.
Oh, no. A black pussycat.